Hey, this is Larry with Invest and Build Your Credit and Wealth. And today we're going to be talking about a really nice stock that I had been talking about, even talked about it back when it was still a SPAC. Really read up on this stock and invested into this particular stock called MP Materials. But first, I want to say thank you for all my new subscribers that coming to the channel. Hey, I appreciate y'all for taking the time now listening to the videos. Hey, please continue subscribe to the channel. Please hit the thumbs up, smash the like button, and most of all, hit the bell for notifications for new stocks that I may be posting in the future. So, hey, very excited about this particular investment, this particular stock. I had really invested in this stock back in July and really had built out, had about 90 shares. That's why I tell you patience is a virtue. Then around August, I was like rebalancing my portfolio. This stock had been traded just sideways. I haven't been losing any money, but I really wasn't gaining anything. And I thought I would just get out of the stock and then rebalance and put my money towards some other stocks that really was performing well. But that was a mistake because look what's happening now. It's starting to really take off. It's starting to get some people are starting to notice what's going on with the stock. But I did get back in. My average price is about $13. So I still got back in at a good price. But I'm still mad because I don't have all the shares I had. So, lesson learned, be patient, especially if a stock is trading sideways. If you believe in a stock, stay with it. It will, break that resistance and go on a breakout, and you'll probably make some massive gains. This is a long-term investment. This is not a short-term investment. I understand that. And that's probably one of the reasons I kind of got out, because I knew I'd have time to get back in. But sometimes you just got to ride it and just continue to build it out. And then if the fundamentals haven't changed with the company, nothing has changed, just keep going. You may come up to a point where it just may just literally just take off. And that's what it's been doing since around November the 9th. If you go back and look on the stock chart by around November the 9th, it just really started taking off. And it's been taking off ever since then. I think it kind of slowed down around the 1st of December, and now it's taking back off. It's taking back off again, breaking through the next resistance line. So definitely a great stock. What makes MP Materials? So when I was doing my research, the things that really popped out at me was we as the United States, we were producing rare earth minerals, Mountain Pass were producing, but we were sending it all the way to China for processing. China controls 80% of the world's rare earth minerals. The United States is dependent on China for the processing of the rare earth materials. And these rare earth materials, can go anything from any type of battery, any type of electricity, EVs, every missile defense system. So the United States government was really like, hey, we need to not be so dependent on China for these rare earth materials. So what happened? President Trump, they did an executive order, which is 13817, announcing, and then they got into announcing a contact agreement. This contact agreement is around worth $1.7 billion. And this went to, by doing that executive order, then it went under Title III, and then they called it the Defense Production Act. What else about MP Material? Other things I learned, it is the largest rare earth minerals outside of China. So they produce about 15% of the rare earth minerals. So you can see that being the largest outside of China, and China produces 80 and MP only produces 15. So this is another reason why the government is so strong about, being not so dependent on China. It's the only rare earth minerals here in the Western Hemisphere. Another thing that I thought about, that, hey, this is something you definitely want to get in the stock market. And even though it was a SPAC, I thought it was a great opportunity. And it's really coming to fruition because I was on top of this. People are starting to talk about it now, but I was talking about this, back in July of this year. So it just takes, see how that time that if I would have just been patient, continually build out, I would have been having a lot more massive gains right now if I would have just stayed with my initial plan. So that's just a lesson for me to learn also, to be patient. Sometimes you have to be patient in the stock market. But today it really took off. It was up about 20%, ending around $27, a little over $27 today. And I'm just looking to see what's gonna happen. I'm probably gonna hold tight for a little bit. You know how I get. Stocks get hyped, people start buying a lot. Next thing you know, people want to take some profits. The stock dips. So I'm gonna look. I know I've talked about in the next week or so, I'm getting ready to make some large investments into the stock market. So I'm kind of excited about it. And I'm really want to see, where do I want to put my money. I have some things. I did a video yesterday on a bunch of stocks that I'm looking to invest in, and some of them that I've already invested in, some I have not been investing in, but I'm definitely going to get into them. But just understand that this stock is really moving, and you just look at the fundamentals. They don't carry any debt. What they're bringing to the table with this what this rare earth minerals does. I mean, it accesses in batteries. It's, which is a new technology that we're getting involved in as a whole, and as the world is getting into this movement into EVs, batteries, cars. A lot of this stuff is in technology. Anything that deals with nickel. It's so many different things that this rare earth materials are involved in moving in the future in technology that is going to be something that is essential for us moving forward. So I just wanted to come out and say, hey, definitely pay attention to this stock. This is a long-term investment. This mountain pass is out here in California where I'm at. Estimated they have 20 years of mining materials in that mine. So we're talking about a long-term investment to really grow. So really look at this stock. Take the time. There's a lot of positive things about this stock that you definitely need to do your research on. I promise you, just from what I've done and where I'm seeing it's moving in the right direction. I do have a short little video just to kind of give you a little bit more with, I think the CEO is talking about what their mission is and what their direction is with rare earth materials, what it's all about. So take a little look about it and see what they're talking about, and I'll be back in a minute.
Considered an IPO, we were working towards it, and ultimately the SPAC structure actually was the most efficient, effective way to get public quickly. And frankly, we thought we were able to be more transparent with our business plan. There's a detailed presentation on our website. And we, historically, SPACs have been challenged by misaligned incentives. But we were able to structure something creatively that eliminated the misaligned incentives and really made all stakeholders focus on long-term value creation. So it was a great structure for us. And I think actually the evolution of the structure, you're going to see, as we've seen certainly in the electrification space, a lot more capital formation this way. There are a lot of benefits to the structure as we found as fiduciaries for our company.
Okay, now I want you to explain to our viewers about the magnet concept so they just don't think that this is just something in a test tube.
Sure. Well, starting about 30 years ago when the Chinese took over the rare earth industry, they ultimately very, very intelligently moved downstream and they took over the magnet industry. So today, if you think about your Tesla, that magnet was made in China. Our mission as a company is to restore the full rare earth supply chain to the United States of America. And so we have this unique resource. We can also do it in an environmentally conscious way. I'm sure you heard, and I believe you mentioned on the air earlier today about Elon Musk talking about the importance of nickel and environmentally conscious nickel. And so we are really the only scaled company that is state-of-the-art, environmentally conscious, in the Western Hemisphere. And so we believe that provides a very unique opportunity to move downstream into the magnet. And Jim, this is why that's so important, is when you think about your viewers thinking about the predecessor entity, we have the unique opportunity to transform the cash flow stream of this company from a volatile commodity-like cash flow stream over time to a more industrial cash flow stream focused on the magnets and beyond for what is a high growth industry. And that should really be, allow us to grow the bottom line as well as have multiple expansion for the company. And there's lots of examples of companies that are able to transform their model, and when you can really get that multiple expansion, there's a lot of long-term enterprise value creation for shareholders.
All right, just see on that, you could tell things are just, this is something that people are going to, it is attached to EVs, it's attached to batteries, it's attached to technology, it's attached to the government and defenses, it's attached to so many things. So really pay attention and do your research on it. I want to read a couple things to you. The company has invested $2 billion in the operation. Now, mind they invested $2 billion. They're not really carrying any debt. The mining makes up 10% of the cost structure of the mine. And MP Material has the best oil body in the world. The CEO says, adding that the mine was worth $6 billion a decade ago. So it's just so many things that are positive about this stock. Something, like I say, do your research on. Government support. MP has a new deal signed with the Department of Defense, which includes financial awards to help the phase 2 investment of MP Materials. This is critical area that the government and for our national and commercial national security purposes. So I'm just telling you, the company is seeking bipartisan support from both sides of the aisle, he said. So is there so many good things that are going to be going on with this stock? So just FYI, do your research, invest into the stock. I'm investing. I'm a long-term investor in this stock, and I will not be getting back out of this stock. So I just wanted to come out with you a short video just to say what's going on with the stock, give you some more insights on it, and then make your own judgment. See if this is something that's a part of your investment strategy and something that you want to hold on. This is not a short play. This is a long-term play. So, but I believe if you make this a part of your long-term investment, it may reap benefits for you. But again, you have to do your research. You have to dig deep and see if it's something that you want to add. But hey, you got to do what you got to do, right? So this is Larry with Invest and Build Your Credit and Wealth. Hey, thank you for coming and hang out. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the like, hit the bell for notifications. And hey, if it's something you want me to do a deep dive on, just shoot me to it. I've had some other people that said they want me to do a deep dive on a stock that I'm getting the stuff ready for. But if you have any questions or anything like that, just please reach out to me, leave a comment. I appreciate all that y'all do and y'all taking the time out. Hey, have a blessed evening. Hey, and I'll be back.